Hello guys and welcome to another video from Time of Business. Today we are going to talk about the most common scams that run on Etsy and that actually target Etsy sellers. Recently we have seen a lot of messages in our Etsy Facebook groups where sellers ask about some suspicious messages that they just received and want to know whether they are a scam or not. Also, some Etsy sellers that we have collaborated with have sent us a few pictures of these messages and have asked us whether there are some Etsy errors or bugs. This is why we have decided to make a video with the 4 most common Etsy scams that are happening right now. The real scary thing is that there are a lot of variations to these messages. They are in all languages, so we have seen them in English, German, Spanish, and so on. They target your email or your account in order to steal your money. So you have to be very careful. So if you want to avoid being scammed on Etsy, make sure to watch this video until the end because we are going to show you all these variations and how to protect yourself against them. Now, if you're new to the channel and you want to learn more about how to grow on Etsy, how to optimize your store, your products, your titles, your tags, how to grow your social media presence, how to start a Shopify store, a blog, this is where you need to be. So if that sounds interesting to you, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Now, let's talk about these scam attempts. Now, the first one and the most common is where you receive a message from an Etsy customer where that person is trying to purchase something from you, but when they are trying to make the payment, they are asked for your email, so the seller's email. That is the most common one, and what they target is actually finding out your email. So they will try a bunch of passwords in order to try to get into your account, or they will also target your email account with some phishing emails. And if you open them or open those links, download the file, that is where they can actually hack into your account, so into your Etsy account, and that is how you actually lose access to your Etsy account, and they can also take your money and withdraw those funds to their bank account. We have seen these messages in all languages. I will try to pop out a few of these variations so that you can recognize them when you see them on Etsy. The second method is a variation from the first, so a more complex one, where you actually receive a bunch of messages from more Etsy customers, so supposedly Etsy customers, and they actually send different messages that all say the same thing, that when they are trying to make the payment, they are requested the Etsy seller's email, and they also attach a print screen, or what seems to be a print screen, from Etsy where they are being asked for your email. Once again, you have to understand that that photo is fake and they actually are trying to make you believe that more customers are facing this exact problem in order to purchase from you. Usually they target new Etsy sellers because they have less experience and they are more inclined to get those first Etsy sales. So usually if you are a new seller and you receive a bunch of messages where people are asking for your email in order to complete the Etsy payment, that is a scam attempt. So once again, do not share your email address on Etsy. The third method is where they actually send you a link and they say that there are some pictures for you to download in order to make a customization. So they will write some messages to you where they are saying that they want to make about 8, 10 custom mugs, t-shirts, or whatever you are selling. And they are sending you the pictures to make sure that you can actually make those products. And then if you ask them to send you the pictures on Etsy, they will say that they are on vacation, they do not have access to their computer, and they cannot send the pictures, and all those pictures are actually attached in that link. And if you keep on insisting for them to send those pictures or to attach those pictures, you will actually see that they keep on insisting that you click on that link. Also, when you are going to look at that link, sometimes it actually contains Etsy or handbook designs, it depends, so that they fool you into trusting them that that is actually for Etsy or Etsy related, and that is how they can actually hack into your computer, into your Etsy account, or even into your bank account. Others might invoke the first method, so where they are saying that they cannot make the payment, and they will send you a link where you can actually click in order to confirm that payment and to receive the funds on your Etsy account. But if you look at the entire link, you can actually see that there is something suspicious about it. Usually it ends in blah 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 dot biz or blah 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 dot store, so something that is not Etsy related. The fourth and last method that we have seen is where they actually make an Etsy account and they name themselves Etsy, Etsy support, Etsy team, Etsy legal team, and they put the Etsy logo at their profile, and then they contact you on Etsy, so through direct messages, something that Etsy support will never do. Make sure to remember that. And they are trying to tell you that a customer purchased an item for you, so they will say that item number blah 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 actually sold, and if you want to receive those funds you need to type in verify my information, so they will make it look like actually Etsy support has contacted you or an Etsy bot that actually wants to make that verification with you. So what they are trying to do is to actually impersonate Etsy support, and usually we have seen a few people that actually got scammed and they lost $1,000 or $1,200, so they hacked into their bank accounts and they lost all that money. So remember, Etsy will never contact you through the message system, so through the Etsy message system. Never. You will always receive a phone call from them or an email where they are going to express their problems, their issues with your account. So make sure to remember all of these 4 methods or variations of them: links, photos, files, your email, and never share any sensitive information with people on Etsy. So guys, I hope you learned something new today. I hope you can now protect yourself against those scammers. We also invite you to join our Etsy Facebook groups because we have over 200,000 Etsy sellers active on those groups, and they usually share all those problems on these groups. Also, if you receive a suspicious message, you can share it on Facebook and you can get advice from other Etsy sellers. Also, you can meet some other Etsy sellers, some new Etsy buyers. So it is a great way to join the Etsy community. I will leave a link in the description below with all those groups. Also, I would like to hear your thoughts. Maybe you have encountered such scams, so such scam attempts on Etsy. Maybe you have seen something new, so make sure to share your story in the comments below so that we can maybe make a future video about it. Also, the other Etsy sellers can read the comments and they can learn about other scam attempts that are going now on Etsy. Once again guys, if you want to grow on Etsy, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, make sure to check out our website timeofbusiness.com because we have a ton of free resources for Etsy sellers just like you. Also, a free guide on how to start a successful business on Etsy, so make sure to fetch it out. It is free. Once again, like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and see you on the next one.